How young parents can start investing with little money. Starting to invest as young parents with limited financial resources may seem daunting, but it's one of the best ways to secure a financially stable future for your family. While the pressures of daily life bills, childcare, and everyday expenses can make it seem difficult to save, investing is not just for those with large amounts of disposable income. In fact, the earlier you begin, the better. The goal is to build small, consistent habits that can grow over time and set you on the path to financial freedom. Today, I want to talk about how young parents, even with limited money, can start investing and create a foundation that benefits not just them, but their children as well. First and foremost, it's important to understand that investing doesn't have to involve massive amounts of money. You don't need a windfall or even an extra $1,000 a month to begin. The key is to start where you are and make a commitment to consistently put away what you can, no matter how small the amount. You don't need to wait until you're financially ready because there will always be obstacles. The time to start is now. The first step to investing is learning the basics of personal finance and understanding the importance of saving. It's crucial to have a solid financial foundation before diving into the world of investments. This means setting up a budget and tracking your expenses. As a young parent, it's easy to feel like there's never enough money to go around. But by tracking your spending, you may find areas where you can cut back or redirect funds toward your investment goals. For example, perhaps you can reduce dining out, limit impulse purchases, or find ways to save on household expenses. Once you have an understanding of your financial situation, it's time to start building an emergency fund. An emergency fund is a financial cushion that will allow you to handle unexpected expenses, such as car repairs, medical bills, or any other unforeseen costs. Without an emergency fund, it's tempting to dip into your investments during tough times, which can derail your financial goals. The emergency fund should ideally cover 3 to 6 months of living expenses. Start small and build up to that goal over time, but don't let the size of the fund deter you from getting started. Every little bit helps. When it comes to actual investing, one of the best places to start is with retirement accounts like a 401k or an IRA. As young parents, your long-term goal should be to have financial security in retirement, and starting early gives you the benefit of compounding growth. Many employers offer a 401k with a matching contribution. If your employer provides this benefit, take full advantage of it. Even if you can only contribute a small percentage of your income at first, this is free money that will help grow your retirement savings. For those without access to a 401k, opening an individual retirement account, IRA, is a great option. A Roth IRA in particular is ideal for young parents because the money you contribute grows tax-free and you can withdraw your contributions but not the earnings anytime without penalty. While Roth IRAs have income limits, they can be a powerful tool for long-term growth. If you don't have much to invest now, don't worry. Setting up a small, consistent contribution plan is better than nothing at all. It's important to remember that small amounts invested consistently over time can lead to substantial growth. If you don't have access to retirement accounts or want to invest outside of retirement funds, consider opening a brokerage account. A brokerage account allows you to buy and sell stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and ETFs, exchange-traded funds. While this type of account doesn't have the tax advantages of retirement accounts, it offers flexibility. You can invest a wide range of assets, and you're not restricted by age or income requirements. Now, when it comes to choosing where to invest, consider starting with low-cost index funds or ETFs. These are great options for beginner investors because they spread your money across a broad selection of stocks or bonds, minimizing risk while allowing you to take advantage of the overall market growth. With index funds and ETFs, you're not trying to pick individual stocks, rather you're investing in a diversified portfolio that mirrors the performance of the market as a whole. The key to building wealth through investing is consistency. Many young parents are understandably concerned about the volatility of the stock market, especially during times of economic uncertainty. However, it's important to remember that investing in the stock market is a long-term strategy. There will always be short-term fluctuations, but the market has historically trended upward over the long term. In fact, the stock market has historically returned about 7 to 8% per year on average, when adjusted for inflation. While past performance is no guarantee of future results, history shows that long-term investing in broad-based funds can provide steady returns. Another important principle for young parents is to automate your investments as much as possible. Many people struggle to invest consistently because they wait until they have extra money at the end of the month, which often never materializes. By automating your investments, you're making the process effortless. Set up automatic transfers from your checking account to your investment account and let the system do the work for you. Even if the amount you invest each month is small, you're building a habit that will pay off over time. Additionally, it's essential to understand that investing isn't about timing the market. Trying to predict short-term market fluctuations is a recipe for stress and missed opportunities. Instead, focus on timing the market. The longer you stay invested, the more your money can grow, and the less likely short-term volatility will impact your overall returns. This is especially true if you're investing in diversified funds that mirror the market. For young parents with little money, one of the best strategies is dollar cost averaging. Dollar cost averaging involves investing a fixed amount of money at regular intervals, regardless of the market's performance. For example, you could invest $100 every month into an index fund. Sometimes the market will be up, and sometimes it will be down. But by investing consistently, you're buying more shares when prices are low and fewer shares when prices are high. Over time, this strategy helps you avoid the emotional pitfalls of market timing. One thing that may be on your mind as a young parent is how to balance your investment strategy with your other financial priorities. Raising children comes with significant costs, from daycare to school supplies to extracurricular activities. It can be challenging to think about long-term investing when you're worried about making ends meet. However, the earlier you start investing, the more time your money has to grow. Even a small amount invested now can snowball over the next several decades, setting up your family for financial success in the future. The key is to prioritize your finances in a way that works for your family. For example, try to make room in your budget for both short-term needs and long-term investments. Another consideration is teaching your children about financial literacy. As a young parent, you have the unique opportunity to instill good money habits in your kids from an early age. You can model responsible financial behavior, such as saving, budgeting, and investing, so they understand the value of money and how to build wealth over time. This could be one of the best gifts you give them, the ability to make wise financial decisions for their own future. Lastly, don't forget to review your investments regularly. Life changes and your financial situation will evolve over time. As your children grow, you may have new financial goals, such as saving for their education or buying a home. It's important to check in on your investments to ensure they align with your goals. Rebalancing your portfolio and adjusting your investment strategy can keep you on track to meet your long-term objectives. To wrap up, starting to invest as a young parent with little money is not only possible, it's one of the smartest decisions you can make for your family's future. By focusing on small, consistent contributions, automating your investments, and choosing low-cost diversified options, you can begin to build wealth over time. Remember that investing isn't about making a quick profit. It's about setting up a financial foundation that can provide security and peace of mind for you and your children. The earlier you begin, the greater the rewards will be down the road. So take the first step today. Whether that's setting up a retirement account, automating your investments, or simply starting to save a little each month. Your future self and your children will thank you. As young parents, one of the most important principles when it comes to investing is that you don't need a large sum of money to get started. In fact, starting small is often the best approach. The idea of needing hundreds or thousands of dollars to begin investing can be overwhelming, but the truth is, small, consistent contributions can have a massive impact in the long run. Even if it's only $10, $20 per month, making those regular deposits is what matters. The key here is consistency. Life as a parent is busy, and it's easy to put off saving or investing for another month or year. However, setting aside even a small amount regularly, whether weekly, monthly, or bi-weekly, can add up over time. By building this habit early, you create a long-term strategy that pays off. You don't need to wait until you have extra money or until your financial situation is perfect. Small sacrifices today, like cutting back on impulse purchases or reducing unnecessary spending, can be funneled into your investments, setting you up for future financial stability. The power of compound interest makes this approach even more effective. Compound interest is essentially the interest you earn on both your initial investment and any interest or dividends that accumulate. The longer your money stays invested, the more it grows exponentially. While small contributions might seem insignificant at first, the longer they're invested, the more potential they have to snowball into something substantial. So even if your starting point is modest, those consistent contributions will grow over the years, potentially turning small monthly investments into a significant nest egg for your family's future. One of the most effective ways to invest as a young parent is by taking full advantage of retirement accounts such as a 401k or a Roth IRA. These types of accounts not only provide tax benefits, but are also designed to help you build wealth over the long term. The sooner you begin contributing to these accounts, the more time your money has to grow, benefiting from the power of compound interest. Even if you can only start with small contributions, starting early is key to building a solid financial foundation for your future. A 401k is a common employer-sponsored retirement plan, and many employers offer a matching contribution. This means that if you contribute a percentage of your salary to the plan, your employer will match part of your contribution, essentially giving you free money. For example, if your employer matches up to 3% of your salary and you contribute 3%, you are essentially doubling your money without any extra effort. This is one of the best ways to rapidly grow your retirement savings. It's essential to take full advantage of this benefit, even if you can only contribute a small amount at first. The employer match is essentially a no-brainer when it comes to saving for retirement. In addition to a 401k, a Roth IRA is another great option for young parents, especially for those who expect their income to increase over time. With a Roth IRA, you contribute money after taxes and it grows tax-free. This means when you retire, you can withdraw the money without having to pay taxes on it, which is a huge advantage. The Roth IRA also provides more flexibility than a 401k, since you can access your contributions but not the earnings at any time without penalty, making it an attractive option for long-term growth and flexibility. Starting early with these accounts, even with modest contributions, can lead to substantial retirement savings in the future. As young parents, one of the most powerful tools you can give your children is the knowledge of how to manage money effectively. Teaching them financial literacy from a young age can set them up for success and help them avoid common financial pitfalls later in life. While money might not be a topic that comes naturally in everyday conversation, introducing children to basic financial concepts like saving, budgeting, and the value of money can be incredibly impactful. By modeling good financial habits and involving them in decisions such as saving for a family vacation or budgeting for groceries, you instill the principles that will serve them well throughout their lives. In addition to teaching children, it's equally important for parents to set clear financial goals for their family. These goals should include both short-term objectives like saving for a vacation or a new car, and long-term aspirations, such as saving for your children's education or your own retirement. Setting specific measurable goals gives you a roadmap for your financial future and helps you stay focused on what matters most. It's essential to regularly reassess your goals as life circumstances can change, but having a concrete target can keep you on track even when unexpected expenses arise. Setting these goals together as a family can also create a sense of shared responsibility and purpose. It's a way to bring everyone into the conversation about managing money and the importance of working toward a common objective. Whether you're saving for a down payment on a house or building an emergency fund, involving your children in the process helps them understand the sacrifices that go into achieving long-term financial security. By practicing good financial habits, setting clear goals, and teaching your children about money, you are giving them the tools to succeed and ensuring that future generations are financially savvy.